Miss Katie here. Happy Wednesday. Today we're doing Cadette Comic Artist and we're going to work to earn the whole badge and it's going to be super fun. So I'm going to go over all the steps that we're going to cover and then we'll go ahead and hop right in. So Cadette Comic Artist has 5 steps that you need to work to achieve. Step 1 is dive into the world of comics. Step 2 is choose a story to tell. Step 3 is draw it out. Step 4 is draw in 4 panels. And step 5 is add the words. And like I said, we're gonna work to earn the entire badge today, and it's gonna be super neat. So I thought a good place to start would be to kind of cover the history of comic books and comic strips. And I don't know if you guys know this, but comic books actually have a really big part in our American history. They're kind of, I was reading about this online, they're kind of the backbone of American literature, surprisingly. And the first comic book was invented in 1933. And when I say comic books or comic strips, you can think of like Garfield, Batman, Superman, all of your Marvel movies, even some TV shows are actually modeled after the original comic books. And comic books or comic strips are a type of sequential art, and that means that it is art that happens in sequence. And most of your typical comic books, it's kind of made with drawn images and words. And like I said, they happen in a sequence, and they're shown in panels or frames. Some comics don't use words at all, some just use pictures. And I'll kind of go through the different parts of the comic as we make ours today. But I thought that was pretty cool, that it really does serve a huge purpose in our American history. And there's a lot to kind of look into there. So do some research yourself on comics and maybe try to find a favorite. I remember as a kid I used to always flip the back of the newspaper over and I loved reading Garfield. What's the Snoopy? What's the Charlie Brown? Charlie Brown is a classic comic that we all know and love. So let's kind of start with step 1. So I kind of just went over a basic overview of the history of comic books, but like I said, there's a lot out there. There's a ton of really great artists that you can research and get to know. But I guess the first place to start when we're thinking about making a comic strip, now let me specify the difference between a comic book and a comic strip. So a comic book is just longer. Comic books typically are about 20 to 30 pages, and a comic strip is just a couple of panels, and that's what we're going to be making today. So we're going to make a 4-panel comic book, and I'll just kind of walk you through it. So you want to start by gathering your materials. All you need is paper, a pencil, ink pens, and color pencils or markers, whatever you choose. But what we're going to do is we're going to start by thinking about what story we want to tell and just kind of brainstorming. Think about your characters, what you want them to be doing within the frame of your comic, and just kind of have those thoughts kind of rolling around in your head as you're thinking about this. So when I was prepping for this program, I thought something funny. Okay, so humor is a really big part of comics. I forgot to mention that. And like I said, it's kind of a story that's told through thought bubbles or big words like blam or pop or wow or things like that. But humor is kind of always at the center of comic books. I don't know why you guys are so wiggly today. So I was thinking it might be funny to make my comic book about a girl walking down the street and maybe she has an ice cream cone and maybe she drops her ice cream. So my job today is going to be trying to make my comic book, my comic strip out of just 4 panels, and I'm going to try to tell that story. So a girl walking down the street with an ice cream cone and she drops it. So you have to kind of think ahead because your panels, like I said, we're only doing one with 4 panels today. That's not a lot of space, so you need to be really particular with what you are showing in each of your panels. So I guess I just need to kind of hop in and show you how to do this. So get a ruler. I couldn't find mine today, so I'm just going to use this box to outline my panels. And like I said, your panels are your frames, so it's what your pictures are going to be drawn within. So let me point you guys down, and I think it'll make more sense. Okay, And the idea here is that you want each of your 4 panels to be exactly the same size. So like I said, you can use a ruler, or you can just go the way that I'm gonna go, and you can use a box. So I'm gonna turn it this way. And draw my panel. Okay. Oops. Okay. So there's 2. I think just visually it'll help you guys to understand what I'm talking about, and then I'll just kind of go over it again. Okie doke. So, just to recap, now that we got a visual going on. So here are my 4 comic strip panels. So again, inside each box is where I'm going to draw my pictures in sequence or in order. So like I said, my idea was a girl walking down the street, she's carrying an ice cream cone, and she drops it. So I need to think about how I want to tell that story using just these 4 boxes. And like I said, just kind of be purposeful, do some brainstorming, think ahead, and go from there. Always start with a pencil because you might mess up, and then when you're done, we'll add our ink pens and our colors and things like that. Just another little fun fact, I learned this today. So these in-between spaces, in between our panels, those are actually called gutters in the comic book world. So I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, so I need to start thinking about my character and just kind of hop right in. So let's see. My notes pulled up, let me see. Okay, so you need to decide what you want your character to look like, what you want your background to look like, and if you want your comic strip to have words, what you want those words to be or what you want your character to say. So I'm going to start in this first box, again, going in order, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm just going to draw my little person. Think about size and background. Let's see. I always like to start light because it's easier to erase later. Think about facial expressions. Cartoony details. Alright, I'm going to make my person starting off very happy because she's going to be eating an ice cream cone. And I'll save the hair for later. You can do stick people, you can do regular people, it really doesn't matter. Don't make fun of my drawing, you guys. I think. Okay, so here's body. It's been a long time. Okay, so think about how our arms look when we're holding something. T-shirt on. I'll make her wear a little skirt. She's fancy today. Okay. I'm just going to keep it basic because I'm going to go over it and make it more permanent. And again, the whole idea here is that we're telling a story with pictures. So maybe it's a beautiful sunny day. And she's gonna have a big old ice cream cone. Okay. So here is my first panel. I don't have the details of this in her hair, but I'll add that in here in a minute. Okay, doing great. I'm gonna go ahead and do the details now, just so you guys can kind of see the full story as we go. So I'm gonna trace over what I just did in ink pen, and then we'll add our words in a minute. I was reading, so sometimes people they'll start in ink, or I'm sorry, they'll start in pencil, and then they will go over their pencil and ink, and then go back and erase their pencil, but I tend to draw thicker lines, so I'm just gonna kind of cover up my pencil, like bold outlines. Okay, on the colors now. I've got crayons, markers, and color pencils. Let me give her, let's see. Oops. Down here. And pink lip. Don't forget the eyelashes. Okay, let's make her shirt purple. And what color should I do her skirt? You guys have any ideas? Oh, hi Amy. Sorry, I'm just seeing it. Amy, so we are doing Cadette Comic Artist. We're doing the whole badge, and I'm just kind of showing you guys how to make your own comic strip. So I haven't gotten too far. The basis of what you've missed, all comics are made into panels, like so, or frames. So I've got my 4 frames. And I'm just going to tell a story with art and words. So you'll kind of see as I go along. But let me know if you have any questions. Okay. Okay. Any ideas for a skirt? What color should I make it? I'm going to do, let's do a heart on a shirt. Need some love right now. Pink with blue polka dots. I love it. Okay. Let's see. I'll do the blue polka dots first with Sharpie. Really pretty stylish. Alright, while I'm doing this, what color should I make her ice cream cones? She's got 1, 2, 3, 4 flavors. Super cute. Do some deep streaks of pink in there. Let's see. Hi, Brooke. Alright, I'm gonna give her, let's give her some pink shoes. She likes pink. Okay. Give her some more hair. Oh, my brown's running out. Shoot. Okay, different one. Nope. Let's do this. I don't know if you guys were on when I did the drawing with Miss Katie, but I kind of talked about how ink and color go really well together. So I'm going to pull that idea in and put some ink through her hair. Okay. Finish that all in the cone. I kind of like the way the pencil shines through, honestly. If you want to erase it, you can do what your heart desires. Okay, let's do detailed in the cone. Let's see, strawberry, chocolate, vanilla, pistachio. Let's do it. Strawberry. Chocolate. I guess vanilla would be kind of white in here. This could be our vanilla. And pistachio. It's definitely a green. Delicious. Erase this mark on her eye. She's looking a little crazy. There we go. Okay. It's a beautiful day. She's eating her ice cream. I'll do my background. Classic sun in the corner. Add some more ink details. Okay. Here's my sun. Kind of going a little fast because I realized I got a whole story to tell. And I could just do this all day. Let's see. Let's do orange in our sun rays. Okay. Okay. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to go ahead and outline my panels in a big thick black Sharpie so we can really tell the difference between the different pictures. So let's do that. It's probably not a bad place to start, honestly. It just looks so much better. Alright, so I need some ideas. So the storyline is she is walking around with her ice cream cone and she's going to drop it. What do you think should cause her to drop her ice cream cone? Give me some ideas and I'll do my best to draw it. Remember to keep your gutters, that purposeful space in between your panels. Okay, so much better. Any ideas? Let's see. A dog barks at her or runs into her. A dog dashes a few feet away, which makes her so surprised that she drops the ice cream cone. I love it. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So let me think here. I need to finish drawing the ground. Let's just say she's in the park. She's walking on the grass. My little blades of grass, you guys. Okay. Okay. So, let me see what you guys said again. Okay, a dog barks at her or runs into her, dashes a few feet away. Okay. So, same person. Try to make her as similar as I can. Feeling pretty confident, so I'm just gonna go with the ink. Save some time too. Let's come up with a name for her too. Who's got an idea for a name? We need to think of the sequence too, because we don't want her to run into the dog here, because then we still have 2 more panels. So let's think through this. So maybe we'll see a dog in the corner over here. And this will be the altercation, and this will be where she drops the cone. I think that's a good plan. Okay, so maybe, let's think about her face. So she's still happy. She's still got her cone. I'm not the best with bodies, you guys. Long skirt. Try to not get too stuck on the details. Okay. Feet. Okay. And her cone. Strawberry, chocolate, vanilla, pistachio. Oh, well, let's go to that. Look at it. What a cutie. Okay. Let's do her hair. Okay, supposed to be a heart. Let's see. Look at it. We're getting somewhere. Not chocolate, strawberry, chocolate, vanilla, and pistachio. She needs some brown in her hair. Okay, so she's still happy. She's got her cone. She's walking through the park. Don't forget the lipstick. Okay. Now, maybe to show that she's walked a little bit, maybe we can change the background here. We'll add some clouds. Okay. Keep bopping through the park. Can't forget her pink shoes. Okay, let's draw a dog. You guys ready for this piece of art? I'm gonna do a black dog, and he's gonna have really long ears. So let's see. Here, we're gonna start with the pencil. Let's get real. Yep. Just a little body. Tiny tail. Can't forget his other ear. That's his ear. And then itty bitty feet. Okay. Now, is he a nice dog or a mean dog? Dogs have noses. Let's think of a title too, since we know what the story is. I want to draw a dog's nose, you guys. Maybe he's just smiling. Okay. So, cute little pup walking through the park. She's not scared. She's got an ice cream cone. Okay. Okay, let's paint this little fella. Maybe now's a good time to add in a little thought bubble. So remember, thought bubbles are how words or actions are communicated in comic books. So I'll show you how to make one in just a minute. Okay. girlfriend is gonna say bark bark. So to draw a thought bubble, you just need to have it originating from whatever character is doing the speaking, and then you just make a little tail, make a bubble. Or in this case, wolf. I said bark, but I wrote wolf. You guys know what I meant. Okay, so let's see. A walk in the park. Great idea, Jennifer. Okay, walking along, beep bopping. She sees a dog. Wolf. Okay, here comes the fun part. Here's going to be the altercation. So as you can tell, it definitely takes some time because there's a lot of repetition, but just enjoy it. This messed up part is driving me crazy. Okay, maybe her ice cream starts to melt a little bit too because she's been walking a little way. Draw our girl. Let's put her here. I'm gonna try to make her a little bit bigger this time. Okay. And she's gonna be shocked because the dog is stealing her cone. It's the same face I made for that falling for shortening thing. Okay. Okay. Hairdo. I need to think about this. So let's do, start with your shirt. And her super hip skirt. Let's have her arm raised because she's in shock by this dog. She's like, oh my gosh. Okay. And let's have this arm up here as well. You guys like my fingers? What are you saying, Miss Amy? You can even hear the bird noises like we're at the park. I know. We have so many birds in our backyard. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Messed up our hand a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, she's freaking out. Her lovely walk in the park. Now turned a little dark. And maybe to represent the mood of this whole situation, we can do some dark clouds. So went from a nice sunny day to a little cloudy. And now things have gotten serious. is buzzing me. Okie doke. Still got our pink shoes though. Okay, so maybe, okay, let's draw the dog first. So I'm gonna have the dog kind of raised up at her. He's jumping. Let's do his body first. Those are his back feet. Turn it down. Maybe his ears are flopping in the wind. Gotta save room for the cone. Maybe she lost 2 flavors in the shuffle. Okay. Kind of looks like a bunny, but that's okay. And let's draw his tongue sticking out. I think. There we go. His ear. You guys hear my dog barking? Some dog we thought was so sweet. Stole our friend's ice cream cone. Okay. Goodness, you guys. And now he's excited. He got his little tongue sticking out. Let's see. So here's the strawberry. Here's the vanilla. Or well, it's supposed to be chocolate, but that's okay. We lost the chocolate on the ground in the shuffle. And pistachio, isn't it more? See what we got going on in the chat. You're finished already, Carrie? That was so fast. Okay, I'm gonna keep on going. I'll go over the steps again at the end, Miss Carrie. Okay, so let's take a peek. So, happy, walking along, cute dog, steals your ice cream. What should happen in the next one? While you guys are thinking about that, I'll pull up the steps for Carrie. So Carrie's step 1 was dive into the world of comics. You can go back on this video and look at the history when I'm done. Step 2, choose a story to tell. Step 3, draw it out. Step 4, add in 4 panels. And step 5, add the words. So if you did all that, then you're good to go. But I'm going to keep finishing mine. So let's think. I don't know what I'm going to do next, so I'm going to go ahead and write the title. Walk in the park. Love it. Okay, so let's see here. What do you guys think should happen next? The dog should lick it from the ground. Good idea. Let's do that. So should we do just the dog? Maybe here. I have an idea. She said no. All right. There's nothing. See what you guys are saying. Why are you writing the words and drawing the pictures from right to left instead of right to left? So mine is from left to right. It's just backwards because it's on camera. That's a little tricky. But I'm doing it from left to right like you would when you read a story. Okay, let's keep going. Dog is very mad at me right now, you guys. Jennifer, I don't know if you were here in the beginning, but so the whole idea here with comics is that it's sequential art, so it happens in a sequence. So I'm just going 1, 2, 3, 4, like I said, how you would when you read a book or a letter. So it's happening in order, like just based on the natural flow of your eye when we're reading. Okay, so I know it's raining. big old raindrops. Colors. Oh my goodness, that dog. Okay, let's draw a little bit. Okay, so he's gonna eat the whole cone. And now he's eating off the ground. Not even eating from that. Give him a big tongue. Look at him. He is eating ice cream off the ground. Well, you guys, I didn't intend for this to be a sad comic, but there we have it. Check it out. So, here's my comic. Not the best solution at the end, but you know, sometimes that happens. So we got our dog eating her ice cream cone, and as you can see, it definitely tells a story. So when you're working on yours, just remember to pay attention to facial expressions, background images, make sure it's seeming like whatever's going on in your story, that things are moving, that there's a transition happening in some way or another. And like I did here, I kind of showed that with the sky changing a little bit to match the emotion of what was going on in my story, the position of the dog and my girl. So just kind of think through all that before you get started. But that is Cadette Comic Artist. Like I said, the whole badge. I'm reading. At least it's a happy ending for the dog. That's right. I hope I answered all your questions. I know it was a little chaotic with my puppy dog barking in the background, but things happen. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, this is Cadette Comic Artist, the whole badge. Let me know if you have questions. I'm always available to answer your questions. But have a great day. Bye.